I don't know what that was, but I like it. I dig it. What is happening, everybody? Welcome back to another video. And we're talking about busting pentatonic, actual, factual, tractual licks. So, you know, these are pretty much... But being for real, we are talking about some pentatonic rut buster licks that I think that these will, if you're stuck in a box, you know, maybe these will open up the box, maybe it'll get you out of the box. But I'm not going to hold you guys up. Tabs are down below in the description. These are based on the pentatonic scale, but if you want to check out my free guitar course, you totally can, which is based on the major scale. So they actually would work pretty well together. So let's go ahead and get going. Alright, so the actual factual licks are right here. And the first one is basically if you are stuck in kind of pentatonic, but you're very comfortable with 2-note per string ideas, essentially what's happening here is I'm moving through all the different pentatonic boxes. If you look at it, it hits every single box. And it starts out kind of interesting though, because it starts out with a 6-note grouping. And then the rest of the lick is 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back. You can do it again. However you want to end it. But slow, the lick goes like this. There might be some like subtle nuances that I'm changing each time because, you know, I might pick something that I didn't before or slide. But the overall concept of the lick is this. So we start on the high string. It goes 12, 15, 12. So we're in box 1 of our E minor pentatonic scale right now. And then you're going to go to 15, 12 on the B. Now, this is a really good trick for getting out of your boxes. You can still say boxy if you want to, but this gets you out of the actual box. So what you do is you do this. Now, normally you would go here if you were going to stay in your box, which is fine. It's a great sounding lick. But instead of hitting that, was that A note there, I slide down and get it here, and what happens is it shifted us into box 5. Now we're adding movement. Movement is a huge part to me of playing because it gives you new combinations of notes that are around the note that you're on, all kinds of stuff. So just practice that move to begin with. Because then what I do from here on out is 5-note sequences. So I go 12 to 10, 12 to 9 on the G, and I slide down. So I'm always sliding. So the 5th note is the note you're sliding to. So that's always my transition note. It's something I got from Eric Johnson. He does a lot of that stuff. He's transitioning on the 5. So, okay. So now we're going to go 9 to 7 on the G, 9 7 on the D, sliding down to 5. Now, since it's pentatonic, you know these shapes are extremely convenient. Okay, now we're going to do it again. 7 5 on the D, 7 to 5 on the A, all the way down to 2. I'll be honest with you, I go to 3 99% of the time just because, I don't know, who wants to slide all the way down to 2? But it's not pentatonic if you go to 3. So, and resolve it. So we have... Now I'm using strict alternate picking on this one. Let's see what I'm gonna do. Yep, just down, up, down, up. I need one. Oh, maybe. So we have that. So I mean, there's your lick. Number 2, what you gonna do? So this one is, you might look at it and be like, that's not a pentatonic lick. You're using all kinds of other stuff. Well, it is. I'm mixing my major pentatonic and my minor pentatonic together. And yo, man, it's like a Reese cup, yo. You gotta dig it. So there's the lick, and basically it's going like this. We're gonna go 12, 14 on the G, on the D. Now I picked that, and again, I probably change it every time I play it, but the way I tabbed it out is I go 12, 14, which is picked. Now on the G, I'm gonna go 12, hammer on to 13. Okay, so I have, helps if I'm turning the right pickup up. So that already there is a nice lick. Like I said, now basically what's happening is I'm combining box 2 of my major pentatonic and box 1 of my minor pentatonic here. And it's giving me this kind of like cross sound of the two. So I have this. Now here we're going to straight up outline an E major chord. We're going to go 14 on the D, 13 on the G, and then 12 on the B. Now I end on 14 on the B, which again is not, you might be thinking, it's not part of my minor pentatonic scale. Well, it's actually your major 6, which is out of your major pentatonic scale. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm doing all 4 note groupings. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now here I'm going to go back to that 13. I'll talk about picking here in a second. 13. And then I probably do a hammer on here, 12, hammer on 14. Slide up to 15. And I'm ending on that 12 on the high string, that root. Or I could bend 15 up. Not, don't overbend it. So altogether we have this. Okay, so. Now the picking, anytime I'm incorporating a lot of hammer-ons like this, my picking might not be the most economical because I'm utilizing the extra time from those hammer-ons to give my hand time to reset. So basically I go down, up, which technically has my hand moving in the wrong direction. If you wanted to economy pick this, I'd start with an up and then down. But I go down, up, and then I go back down again on the G, so I'm alternate picking. And I hammer onto that 14. Now, with that hammer on, what it does is it gives my hand time to get back up into position to do these 3 downs in a row. So, then down, down, down. That's a hammer on again, which gives me time to go back. Down, down, hammer, slide. So I'm doing a lot of alternate and basically like economy or a little bit of sweep picking, I guess it would be like transitioning into that. It's just what makes sense to my hand. I do it with a lot of stuff. It's a combination of it. But that's how I'm picking that one. Next, now this is one I came up with right before the video started, and it tripped me out a little bit, and I was like, let's show it. So I might butcher it a little bit. But basically, it's this. I'll play it slow, and it warps my brain a little bit, because it's all out of our box 1 E minor pentatonic scale. It goes like this. I have to think about it. Well, I literally came up with it like a couple minutes ago. But basically, I'm going like this. It's a 4-note sequence, 1, 2, 3, 4. But what's happening is it's descending, ascending, descending, it's always, and sometimes it's ascending while it's descending. You'll see what I mean here in a second. But I'm using economy picking throughout the whole thing. So I go 15, 12 on the high string, which is down, up, then 15 on the B, 14 on the G. So I go down, up, up, up. So okay, so down, up, up, up. Now here's where the picking doesn't change, but the note selection changes. So before I was descending, I went 15, 12. Well, I start again on the B, but I'm going to go 12, 15. So I go 12, 15, then I go 14 on the G and 14 on the D. Everything stays the same for the picking. Down, up, up, up. So, but what a cool note selection now. Instead of doing the same pattern each time, I alter it. So I go, now I'm going to start again on the G. I'm going to go 14, 12 this time. 14, 12, 14, 14. Now when I start again on the D, I go 12, 14, 14, 15, 12. So you can see how each time I'm changing it. First I start descending, ascend, descend, ascend, descend. And my next kind of thought process, which I haven't worked on this, is I would move it. I wouldn't stay in one position, but maybe again, I haven't worked on that yet, but that's where my mind is taking it. Now the final one is one of my favorite things to do. We've covered a lot. We've moved through our individual boxes. We've combined our major and minor pentatonic scale. We stayed in the box, but gave it a real nice melodic pattern. Now what we're going to do is we're going to combine 2 boxes together. This is my favorite thing to do as far as kind of getting out of the same old routine of pentatonics. And to me, it's like a very like Warren D. Martini-ish kind of way he would kind of reach up and get those, basically combo notes of box 1 and 2 or 1 and 3, whatever it is. But the idea is this. Oh, maybe. Let me do that one more time cleaner. I can tell you right now what's throwing me off. It's 17. I would never play that note, but it's not. I would go to 15, but that note is not pentatonic, so I have to play 17. That's what my finger's just like, I don't play this note. I'm like, I know, bro. I know. So here's what's happening. So we're combining box 1 and 2 over an E minor pentatonic scale. So I'm reaching all the way up here. I'm going 17 to 12, which already starts to lick out real nice. It's a real big interval between your notes. So instead of like 15 to 12 like we're used to hearing, I'm all the way up here. Okay, so already it gets your attention. So after that, I go to 15 on the B, 16 on the G. You can see how we're transitioning now into box 2, this kind of like diagonal shape. Even that's a good lick right there. Okay, so we have that. Now, when I get to the 16, I go to 12, so which is a pull-off. So notice how I'm picking it. I go up, pull off, up, pull off. Okay, then 14 on the D. Actually, I might start with a down. I'm sure when I cycle it, I probably end up on an up there. But, you know, I am using economy sweep picking, whatever you want to call it. Okay, so. Now here, I start the lick over again on 16. So I go 16, 12, 14. Now to stay pentatonic, you want to go 17, then pull off the 12, and then 15. I know I didn't do a pull off there. I forgot to. So it goes. Sorry. And actually, my picking is, I go down, up, pull off, up, so, okay, and then I go down again, down, up, pull off, yeah. Dang it, I don't know what my hand's doing. I'm doing some kind of economy picking. I like, my hand is changing every single time. I don't know. I just play it. I've never thought about it. Figure out whatever way works for you for picking. Like I said, I've never even like considered what my hand was doing until just now. But there's your lick. All right, homies, that's going to be it. Like I said before, tabs are down below. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll be back Wednesday. I know we're doing Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday now, and hopefully live streams on Sundays. So until next time, guys, I'll see you all later. Follow me on the Instagram, and yo, we'll keep it popping, yo. Later, guys. Whoop.